What is your name, bro? And what do you do?
He's cut the hair of presidents, champions, and some of the biggest names on the planet. A Forbes 30 under 30 entrepreneur, the barber who turned free haircuts into a movement, the creator of Deep Cut, where the conversation matters just as much as the cut. Ladies and gentlemen,
my name is Vic, and I'm a barber.
So you still consider yourself to be a barber, bro?
1,000%. I love being a barber.
I think a lot of people in your position step away from that, so they think that, you know, cutting hair got them to where they need to be. Now they want to elevate to the next level, so they leave barbering behind. But in the community itself, I feel like you phase out. But you're so relevant in today's world when I go and talk to students and kids that are jumping into the barbering game. So how does that make you feel hearing that? Because I'm sure you hear it all the time.
I live by a golden rule. What got you there gonna keep you there. So I think as people, everybody's multi-hyphenated, right? Like you got a lot of talent, obviously outside of just cutting hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't be here without barbering. But that's my first love. You know, like I just showed you, tatted on my arm, barber life. You know, we all want to grow and do different things. As a person, you're going to want to have different goals, right? The first goal was get my license. You know, you want to get your license. You want to get booked in the shop. And then your dreams continue to grow and elevate. And, you know, there are things I want to do now that have nothing to do with barbering. And a lot of things I have done that have nothing to do with barbering. But at the core, bro, that's what I'm here to do, was show barbers and everybody else that there's no limit to what you can do with what you love. Everything is worth being celebrated. But like recently, bro, my love for barbering has gotten even crazier.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, because I'm so grateful for everything that I've done so far. And I just looked in the mirror, I think like 3 years ago, and I was like, damn, I'm a barber, bro. This is the best job in the world. Not even it's just that's the best thing you could ever do in the world is get somebody a cut. Bro, I love it. I love going home. I see my OGs and I get to be in their shop again, and bro, I'm so obsessed with barbering. Like, I love it.
I know exactly what you mean, because people to this day wonder why I'm still cutting hair when I've done this and done that, but they don't understand that it's because I truly have a passion for it. But I can tell you had a passion for it based from the first day I met you. What was the first time you realized that you weren't just cutting hair, that you were actually changing lives? Like, what was that moment? Do you remember?
The first day. My passion started because I started being what my barbers were for me, for other people.
Mm-hmm.
From day one, I knew that barbering had a bigger impact than just cutting. Because I went to the barbershop looking for advice, looking for mentorship. I used to vent to my barbers. Everything that people are doing now in my chair, I did that with my barber. I love the shop. I love growing up and watching these guys all day. Bro, it was like watching a live sitcom. Like if you was a customer in the shop, that's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
It's like you watching these dudes pretty much entertain the shop all day on a Saturday. Like everybody's joking with each other. All the barbers are pranking each other. They throwing jokes out. Like it's like watching a sitcom, bro. It was amazing. And I went to the shop asking for advice on what I would do when I went to college. And that's when my barber planted the seed and told me that if I learn how to cut hair, I'll make money for the rest of my life. And I picked it up as this supposed side hustle. But bro, very quickly, when I started cutting kids in my high school, I'm having conversations in the chair of things that I don't think these kids were telling anybody else. And that's where passion started. So I immediately started realizing like the power of a barber outside of just giving them a good cut. And that's where you realize you found something that you love to do. Regardless if I knew if I was gonna make a lot of money or a good living or not, I was all right knowing that I had something I loved, even if I just made, you know, an all right amount of money. I just wanted to be a barber for that reason.
I feel the same way today, man. I've been doing hair as long as you've been alive. Well, you're 26 now?
27.
27. So I've been doing hair for 26 years. So you could just imagine the passion that I still have for it. You walk in the HQ, you see it. I've always wanted to change things up. And for you, I think one of the things that I noticed about you right off the bat when I met you when we were 19, it was crazy because now I find myself to be a lot more closer to God. And a lot of that comes with age. But you've always been on that, bro, since I met you. And it was always funny to see how much you knew. Not funny, but it was always interesting to see how much you knew about scripture and God and the way you move. Has that changed or evolved since I met you?
It just gets tighter. It gets tighter, it gets stronger. I went to barber school because the first time I ever heard the voice of God, he told me if I took barbering serious, it would open doors for me. And that was the first time I ever heard the voice of God in my life.
Wow.
Speak directly to me. I woke up in the morning and that was the first thing that I could remember. And I was already in that predicament of trying to figure out, was I going to go to college or was I going to go to barber school? And when God gives you the message to do something, or you got to go see that all the way through. And at that point, when I know that something came from God, I was too scared to see my life without it. Because I know that we get signs. Let's say you get 100 signs from God every single day.
Yeah, we don't see them.
But are you slowed down enough? Are you aware enough? Are you taking your time enough? We'll never see them all, but I knew that was one I couldn't ignore. So when I had to decide what I was going to do, that was above my parents' decision, my decision, school decision, anybody else that was influencing me to go a certain way. When God tell you to do something, that's the final decision that you have to follow. And yeah, bro, I couldn't be here without God.
Man.
And how does it develop? Bro, you just get a stronger and stronger and more tight and a more personal relationship. It's incredible.
Did you ever in your mind, outside of just being a barber, did you ever think you were going to impact the world the way you did, bro? Like deep down, did you ever have that feeling?
It's an interesting way to think about it because you got faith and you pray for things and you hope for things and you envision them, but then they come true. And when they come true, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in my life that God is the only explanation for why it would happen. You know, there's some things that I just can't give you a explanation other than God.
You have an example?
Hell, I mean, yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, like plenty. To answer the first part of the question, did I expect it? I prayed for it. So you can't be surprised when you pray for something and it happens. Right? Like I can't sit around and be like, this is crazy. Yeah. Like it's not crazy. You know, I prayed for it and I put in the work necessary to do it. And I don't think things in life are crazy when you did everything that you needed to do to get there. Because crazy is something that ain't supposed to be real. Right? So I could be in headquarters right now and be like, damn, Los, this is crazy. Look, you got all this shit in here. But you the one that put the work in. You the one that followed the path. You the one that made every decision and sacrifice possible. So to you, this is just a result of your hard work. Yeah, man, I knew that there was going to be a higher calling to what I was doing. Because again, the purpose of me starting was to show not just barbers, but anybody, no matter what it is you love to do, whether you a journalist or you a videographer or a plumber or HVAC, like you can make it out with whatever it is you love and you can make an impact doing it. And there's nothing too small to be celebrated. Yeah. A lot of people think they can't be celebrated unless they got millions of followers or millions of dollars or they play a professional sport or they make it in music or entertainment. Like, why can't you be the most famous plumber? Or why can't you be the most successful barber or the most successful HVAC or landscaper? All these jobs that people traditionally look over, they all got impact. Everything got a purpose behind it. So I just wanted people to know that whatever it is they love to do, it was always going to be enough.
It's so inspiring seeing your movement, bro. You've always been very authentic from day one, like just very real, man, and you give it to people straight. So I tell people all the time, I'm like, look, being a barber, like any other industry that requires you to be an entrepreneur, being a barber is like having a gym membership, right? How many people have gym memberships and don't go? How many people just go to the gym every day but don't put in the work? They look exactly the same a year later, 2 years later. But then you got people that lock in. People that lock in, they focus on their food, their health, and in 3 to 4 months, you see the results. You see the physique coming in. So I tell people, some of us are just barbers, man. And that's okay. You can go to the gym just to stay healthy, to go out and eat and drink and all that. But other people want to take it more serious, and that's how you elevate. But the gym, the results from the gym are not going to lie to you. And that's how I feel when it comes to barbering. Like, everything you've done is not by luck. Sure, timing, sure, God, hard work, all that aligned could make these things happen. I've noticed that when I bring that up, people be like, damn, you're right, bro. I've been a member for fucking 3 years already. Yeah. And I still got this belly fat. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means, like, how would you have people adjust to if they want to get to a certain level and they just don't see a way through it?
You got to just get the most out of what you got at hand, right? Barbering will give you so much. Anything that you love to do will give you so much. Any industry you in, the gym, like you saying, you got a membership, right? If you're a barber, you got clippers in your hand, but do you want to see all the potential come out of it? Like, that's up to you. And everybody's got a different intention for why they're doing something. You know, so I learned that I have, you know, so much hope and so many dreams with what I'm going to do with clippers, but for a lot of people, man, sometimes it's just, to them, it is a side hustle, and that's all right. Like, I don't expect everybody to try to do what I'm doing or follow what other barbers are following. Everybody just kind of where they at with it. But if you do want to see all that could come out of it, that's up to you. You know, go to the gym and really do what's necessary. All right, do the things outside the gym that's necessary. and vice versa with barbering. You know, it's a lot for it to give you, and you know, it's unlimited. There's so much fruit that'll come out of being a barber.
Speaking of gym, I caught your video at Diamond Gym. How was that experience? Because I'll tell you what, the whole idea, the concept of them overtraining is insane. And then I saw you in it. So that's when I was like, holy shit. Because I know you. Obviously, we have that video from years back where we were competing.
Yeah, but I never been a workout dude.
I got the footage. I would love to share it.
That feels crazy, yeah.
But if not, it's all right. See, that's how I remember you from those days. Always wanting to prove yourself. Because at the time, I remember hitting the gym. This got to be what? 2018.
Nah, you were yoked. Yeah,
at the time.
You always been yoked.
Yeah, I was hitting the gym really hard. I had a trainer, so I was in there, cut off sleeves and all that. And I remember you were like, man, I can do more push-ups than you. I'm come from a military background and all that. I'm like, let's do it. And I've never released that footage, never showed it because out of respect for you, especially the bigger you got, I'm like, I ain't gonna do Vic like that because it doesn't show me winning or you winning. It was just us going at it. And that was just dope because you look so different. You were so skinny back then compared to
Bro,
what you look like now.
that's tiny.
Is it Diamond
Gym?
Diamond Gym.
Yeah.
Seeing you there, I was like, oh shit, I know the mind of Vic. So I know even if he doesn't pull through, I know he's not gonna give up. And I watched the whole thing.
That's the purpose of Diamond Gym. Shout out to Hottie and Unk, great dudes. So I seen their videos too, and I immediately knew what it was about. It's not about perfect form. It's not about how many reps you ultimately gonna do. It just don't quit. And you know, they got a purpose of showing young men that the outside world, they don't care. You know, you step outside to get very real. And, you know, if you're quitting here in the gym, you know, what's going to happen when you step outside the gym? And so they just teaching young men to be resilient. They have deep conversation after. It's amazing. And the workout itself was ridiculous. I ain't never worked out like that in my life.
Man.
But, you know, there's so many people that look online and they say, oh, they not really doing no push-ups. I mean, bro, when you see me doing half push-ups in there, just know I'm thousands of reps in.
Yeah.
Thousands. You know, so it's more about the mindset. It's why I rock with them and I get along with those dudes is because, you know, we on that same type of wave. But
did you ever feel like at any given moment, because I could only imagine, right? What we saw was probably a snippet. Everything gets edited.
Rob
all the fat.
was gagging, throwing up, plenty, because
was there ever a feeling in that entire workout where you was just like, yo, I can't even handle this? Or
nah, well, as soon as I started doing the burpees, I knew I signed up for some bullshit. Yeah, as soon as Unc said 150 burpees double time, I was
100. What's double time mean? Like speed it up?
Two push-ups in between instead of one.
Oh,
you know, you do one burpee, you do one push-up, you do two push-ups double time. So when I got to like 100, I'm like, all right, you know, Unc, Hottie, they just gonna come over and say, yo, y'all did enough, you know, y'all good. But nah, they count every rep and they wait for everybody. So that was one thing about Diamond Gym that was fire is that they wait for everybody.
No soldier
to finish.
left behind.
It's like no man left behind.
Yeah.
No man left behind. They count every rep, and you every set you like assign with somebody. So you got somebody hyping you. It was amazing, bro. I wish I had a gym like that here or in Atlanta where I live, and I had guys like that. It was awesome, bro.
Man, would you ever do it again?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've been locked in since then, so I got a lot stronger. So when I come back next time, the workout gonna be different.
What are you benching now, man? Because I seen you hit 225 not too long ago. And
I did
nice.
250 the other week.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Not 225. You see?
Yeah, I hit 250. I can rep 225 now.
What do you weight now?
Maybe I weigh like, I don't know, 160 or like 150 something.
Bro, for you to hit 250 is insane, bro.
Yeah, you know, I ain't the biggest dude, but I got a sleeper build.
Bro, I'm proud of you, bro. I love what you're doing, man. It's an honor for me to even have you here, dude. I'll be lying if I didn't say I was excited to show you HQ, to just
bro, I'm excited to be here, bro. I've known you for so long and seeing your evolution is amazing. You know, you guys were, bro, inspirations to me when I first started. Y'all were the leaders of what the barber world was like outside of just, you know, your shop. I watched you already be a force in the industry, and then I watched you not give up. And I watch you continue to make content, and I watch your content elevate, and I watch your content get better. And, bro, you figured it out. And then I started seeing shit go viral. I started seeing haircuts get more and more crazy. I started seeing content get more crazy. And I started seeing you on TikTok and other places that you weren't at before. And, bro, so I watched this almost, it felt like a re-evolution of Los Cut. It happened in the last 4 years, and I'm so proud.
Man, bro. I feel the same about you.
Does it feel like that? Does it feel like that when you think about your journey? Do you feel like there was like, bro, because when I see you, I'm like, wow, I don't know. In the last couple of years, it looked like you just stepped on the pedal like real hard. And now we in HQ. man, maybe you got like 500,000 followers, something crazy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I've watched you just step on the gas in the last couple of years.
It's tough, dude, because I feel like every single time like you say, it looks like I figured it out, but it feels like every time I figure it out, things change, algorithms change, style changes. So now I have to figure that out. So it's a constant momentum of me always having to develop what's coming or what's new, which is annoying because the older I get, the less energy I have for that.
Yeah.
How do you fight through that, bro? Because even though I know once you started running with the concept of taking care of people in the streets and all that, like obviously you see a lot of people doing it. It's so funny. Some people make fun of it, some people don't. And but you being the first one to really do that, how have you evolved with the algorithm, bro? Or do you feel like what you do?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Yeah. We don't control the algorithm. We don't control what Instagram do. We don't even control what other people do or what they like.
Right.
The only thing we control is what we make. So when I do free haircuts, I don't do it off the purpose of this needs to be viral, bro. I love doing it. It feels purpose driven. So a good video is just one that I love. It's just a conversation that matters. It's not based on the views or the likes. And for me, it's such an original thing that I feel that I had made, and bro, I love it, and I love being a free haircut dude. Yeah. A couple years ago, I used to want to grow so fast and continue to do all these other things. And I used to be like, man, I'm going to be stuck as this free haircut dude forever. And I'm telling you, bro, I woke up one day out of, when I had this very crazy year for my life in 2023, I went through a mental health crisis. And I sat there and I looked at myself and I said, man, it's not that I am the free haircut guy. You know, like I get to be the free haircut dude. Like like God lets me be this thing, this guy that gives out free cuts. And I love it because it's so original to me, and it's the one thing that God gave me to be unique, to be me, to impact the world. And what got you there gonna keep you there. You don't control the algorithm. You only control what you make. So as far as other trends and stuff like that, I don't hop on another trend because what I'm doing is me and it's authentic. And as a creator, anybody making content or you building a brand, bro, being authentic is gonna be the #1 rule for everything. Right? Yeah, like what got you there gonna keep you there, bro. I'll never leave the streets, first of all, because it's my purpose, but bro, it means so much to be that dude. And I love, just living in that.
And it just gets better and better, bro.
It'll dial in. Obviously, I've done thousands of free haircuts on the street, and your quality or continue to build over time. And the blueprint of me doing that is just what I love to do. And yeah, the style has developed. We got better cameras now. We have mics. We used to just have one mic on me, not another mic on the person.
Right.
I don't know, color. It used to look so different, but the blueprint of what we do is always gonna be the same. The core of what we do is always gonna stay the same. The mission gonna stay the same. They look a little better, but people have no idea how much the people in my chair help me. These conversations, again, you seeing a 2-minute video made out of an hour haircut on the street.
Right.
But bro, the conversations, there's only but so much we can put in a video, and man, these dudes on the street help me out so much.
Who's your editor, bro, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, my boy Gordon and my boy Matt. I got 2 guys. My boy Gordon has done 90% of the videos since day one.
How'd you come up with him?
He from my hometown, bro. He shot the first video of me ever on YouTube with a tripod in my hometown, Fayetteville.
Wow.
And we didn't stay together after that and continue to work. Bro, I just needed a random videographer. Someone recommended him. He came through, shot this video. And I was like, all right, bet, appreciate that. Didn't stay working. I moved to Atlanta, and I guess he had moved to Atlanta too. And I put on my story again. I was like, yo, I need a videographer. I just moved to Atlanta. And he emailed me and was like, yo, I shot that video for you back in the Ville. Like, I'll be down to film with you. Bro, anybody from the Ville, like, I'm with it. Like, you got talent, you willing to work, you got something to offer. Like, I'm down, bro. Why not? So yeah, I locked in with Gordon, and since 2020, bro, it's been my right hand. And then recently in this last year, we picked up a dude named Matt. And Matt's just a young killer, bro.
So now you got 2?
Yeah, I got 2 guys.
Nice, man.
Yeah, second guy came up as of like 3 months ago. And there's been a lot of people freelance that I've, tapped in with here and there. But on a day-to-day basis, yeah, Gordon and Matt have been my right hands.
Man, I also want to congratulate you, bro, on the school,
thank you, bro.
The prison. What was your inspiration behind it? Like, what really made you focus on prisoners and giving them a second chance to become barbers? Because as you and I know, barbering can be a freedom to a lot of things, depending on how much work you put into it.
Yeah.
But how did you go about it? How does one have access to a prison? And two, how does one make that happen? I mean, for anyone that's just interested, because I've always been curious to know how that happened, because here in Chicago, we got Cook County, we got programs, barber programs.
Yeah.
And I'm always thinking of ways to give back. And sometimes with my busy schedule, it's hard to really plan anything, and I don't know how to start.
Yeah, man. I used to cut one of my homies. His name was Irv Rowland. He used to be he's an NBA trainer. Okay. And I used to cut him in my suite, and he texted me out of nowhere. He said, yo, this dude named Scott Budnick want to reach out to you. He produced The Hangover and Project X, all these movies.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, all right, bet. I'm about to be a movie star. Say no more. So he gave Scott my number. Scott texted me. He's like, yo, I'm Scott Budnick, movie producer, did all these movies and stuff. Can I give you a call? So he called me, bro. This is like late night. And when I answered, I'm like, all right, Scott, like, what you got for me, bro? Like, what's my role?
What's my role?
And he was like, yo, I work in the California prison system, for over 25 years. A lot of the juveniles that I mentor and a lot of guys that are locked up, they watch your videos for motivation. Mm-hmm. Like, have you ever been inside of a prison?
No way.
And I was like, nah, I ain't never been, bro. But as I told you earlier, when you ask God for something and you say, I want to inspire, bro, I'm willing to do that no matter how it looks. Right. I ain't just asked that to look one way.
Right.
I don't say, God, I want to inspire, but I only want to do it like this.
Yeah, I don't want to do prison work.
Nah. I say, I want to inspire. I want to have a purpose. Whatever that looks like is what it is. When God told me if I took barbering serious, it would open doors for me, but that's an open-ended message. It didn't say I'm going to open this door right here. It said, I will open doors for you. So, of course, I'm open to go meet anybody inspired by what I do. And I was like, all right, bet, Scott, I'll come with you. Bro, 2 weeks later, I'm in LA and we go to Lancaster prison and I go visit multiple prisons. We go to a couple, Barry J, a juvenile, Lancaster. I mean, in my first trip inside of these schools, or not schools, my first trip inside of these prisons, it was, man, just a eye-opening thing to see what rehabilitation looks like and what it should be and what we need to really change our community. Because if you ask everybody, do you want a safer community? Everybody gonna say yes. And the only way to have safer communities is for people to have opportunity outside of shit that they just grow up in or they get stuck in. And recidivism is a cycle. That's a cycle of incarceration where people that don't have much opportunity are stuck in over-policed areas. They're stuck with no help when they come home from prison. They don't have many job opportunities. They don't have trades. They grow up in poverty, and you get stuck in this recidivism cycle. So when we were there, we learned that there has never been a barber school in the history of California incarceration. Wow. Never, ever has there been a barber school. They have them in other states. And I didn't put the first barber school in a prison. We put the first one in California. So when we went in there to that first prison and we figured out that ain't never exist before, bro, I was about to sign a contract to open something just like headquarters in Atlanta. I was going to sign for this commercial spot. It was a 5-year lease. Wow. Bro, when I came out that prison, Scott looked at me. He said, bro, if this is something that you believe you want to change or you feel called to do, I'll walk with you every step of the way to figure it out. And I felt on my heart that this was something that I could do right here to make a change. And I could go open a shop at any time. I'm in the process now. But it's either I look at this opportunity right now that God just opened for me and I do this, or I just go do shit I could do at any time, which is no problem. And I knew right there that I was called to do something and to make a change. But me and Scott made a promise that day that we would figure it out. So for 5 years, we've been working on going from prison to find one that was ready to adopt the program. We ended up going to Valley State Prison. They were the first ones to say, yo, we're going to open doors. We down to have a program here and let's do it. So working in the prison system isn't easy. Anything moving through the state, through government, it takes a long time. It's not a fast process.
How long would you say that whole?
5 years.
You've been working on that idea for 5 years, since the moment you visited to the moment it opened?
By the moment that VSP said we could do it in 2021, 5 years. But you're just waiting on approval from a lot of different people. They switched wardens at the prison in the middle of our process.
Damn.
So we got put on ice for a long time. Warden Bailey had to step in, which, man, my dog Bailey, I love that dude, man. He the one that finally pushed it through the door. So we went through a lot of changes. You know, I went through a lot in 2023 with the mental health crisis, and it was just a process, bro. It wasn't easy, but bro, when you believe in the outcome of something, whatever you got to do in the middle of that process, nothing else matters.
And go through it.
Whatever, bro. I believed in that outcome. I believed in the day that we cut the ribbon is going to be so worth it. The looks on the guys' faces. That was all I would think about in the process of that. And I believe in that so much that whatever would come in the middle of that, whatever the journey looked like, I was prepared just to go through it. Yeah, I believe in that outcome so much. And yeah, man, I had a lot of great people step in. Babyliss sent, 30 kits to the kids. Fazio pulled up, Jay Majors pulled up.
How did you go about contacting Babyliss, man? How did that
man, Dennis like my dog, man. I've been rocking with Dennis forever. And they had originally, when I first got it, when we first started the process, he had committed and sent tools over from 5 years ago.
Wow.
And man, we had expectations that this would move faster than what it did, but he was already committed. So when it came time, when I said, yo, doors are ready to open, of course, Dennis was just down to support. So I got so much love for Babyliss and Dennis. And yeah, the rest of the guys at Babyliss and Con Air, man, amazing people. Like I paid for everything myself, every dollar.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, everything, bro. All out of my own pocket. Buy Right Beauty helped out a lot. They gave me some discounts. Belmont chairs, bro. They got Belmonts in there. They got 12 Belmonts, the best chairs in the industry. They gave me a great deal. Dennis hooked it up with some clippers. Bazio sent some product from Tune 45. A lot of people pitched in and blessed me with like great deals and products. It was awesome to see people finally come. But yeah, it was awesome.
Have you been keeping tabs on how everything's moving over there? Do you check in frequently or what?
Yeah, bro. We just got, probably like 2 days ago, we got a deal with the state board for them to come give them their exam in the prison for them to pass state board while in the facility. So we got state board coming directly to the school. They're going to send a proctor to the school.
Wow.
And they're going to have them take the test inside. So and we got our first graduate coming soon. The first ever licensed incarcerated barber.
There's a lot that I don't know, bro. Even though I watch you, even though I see you, and I'm proud of it. There's a lot that I don't know that I'm just excited to ask and congratulate you.
Ask me whatever, bro.
You broke it down on what it means to stay planted. But what inspired that brand?
Wanted to build a brand since day one, and the first brand, maybe you remember, I tried to make this brand called More. I was like, yo, I'm going to inspire people to get more. I was 21. I was just hungry, motivated. And I was like, yo, more. You got to grind for more. So I tried to make this brand More. And I got this shit tatted all over my stomach, too.
For real?
Yeah, bro. Big ass More on my stomach. And I was so like, yo, this is going to be it. It's going to motivate everybody. And then, when you build a brand, you got to think about trademark. And you got to think about owning something, IP. Like, what does it mean to really own a brand? And when I had talked to my first trademark lawyer and I told him about More, he came back quick and was like, yo, nobody could own that word. It's a common word. Like, some words you can't own the word the.
Yeah.
You can't own
the
certain words because they're just common words. So I had this shit tatted on my stomach and I was like, well, fuck, I can't even own this. Like, there's no point in doing this. You build something, but you got no ownership over it. There's just no future for it. So I had to let go of that. So, then you grow a little bit. And I started to really think about myself and staying planted, staying down, like what represents being solid and persevering. And planted came to my mind. And so I started building that, and I went through the whole process the right way, acquiring the trademark, getting a trademark lawyer on that, doing the whole negotiation for it, buying it from somebody, getting the right Instagram name. Went through that whole process, but bro, it's not like my brand, but it's just, man, my philosophy to the world is to stay planted, to stay down, to stay rooted in what you believe you're here to do. That'll get you through all seasons of life, man.
So the GOAT brand is more of the mentality that I have. So every time I rep the GOAT brand, or every time I have a shirt that says the GOAT, it just means that I always try to be to have that mindset, the greatest of all time, So when you wear a shirt or a hat that says GOAT, whether it's mine or someone else's, that is the mindset. So I kind of see where you're going with planted. It's just very humble.
Yeah, I've had a long journey and went through all seasons of life. You look at any tree out here, bro, they go through all seasons, but they stay planted.
That's facts.
You never die when you stay planted. All right, you look like that on the outside when you're going through winter and shit is tough. Right, every tree loses all their leaves in the winter. And the outside, you like, yo, that shit, you going through it. But they roots still in the ground. And when your roots still in the ground, spring come back around every year.
Yeah, you lost.
And every year, a tree grow another ring. So that means you get stronger when you go through all seasons of life. So every season will pass with time. That's something I believe in. And yeah, that's what it means to stay planted, stay down. And then the basketball court, yeah, we had originally did the basketball court. They let me do that. So we put a mural down. The mural just, it just chipped away. The weather was harsh on it. It was kind of slippery. So I had redid the court originally, but it wasn't a practical court play on, right, as far as grip, performance. So always in the back of my mind, I just knew I had to come back and just do it correctly.
Right.
You know, you got to do things right the first time because you'll spend more time trying to do it right the second time.
Yeah.
So lesson learned. But yeah, we came through and partnered with Noble. Shout out to Mike Rapoli and, you know, Brady, all the guys behind Noble that helped out. And yeah, they came through as a sponsor, helped me out with cost. And yeah, we put in a brand new sport court for Thanksgiving last year. And then, yeah, you know, unfortunately some, you know, girl and her mom burned the court down. And
when you say burn the court down, what do you mean? Like they literally?
She had like threw a string in the trash can through the fence and like burned the trash can. She first tried to burn it with a lighter on one side of the court. Then she came back and threw like a string into the trash can and the whole trash can caught on fire and it's crazy.
Now let me ask you this. You think people, I mean the person that did that, you think they knew with the intention knowing it was your court?
I got no idea. She was a minor, so I don't even know who did it. I never got an answer. I never found out who the mom was. I never got any of those answers because you gotta, in any case, they protect the identity of a minor. But I mean, it's all good. I really wanted to do restorative justice with her. I didn't want to charge the girl. I wanted her.
She got caught?
Yeah. Because they had cameras and stuff. But I wanted the girl to go sit down with like 10 kids in that community and explain to them why she did that. You know, like that it wasn't to hurt. You know, you're not hurting me.
Yeah.
You're hurting the young kids. I got nowhere to go in that neighborhood to go play basketball.
That's true.
So, you know, that hurt that she took that away from a bunch of kids.
You know, and I think from my experience with younger people, bro, a lot of them that's like a call for attention, you know? The people that don't get the attention or grow up in harsh times, they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they can feel like they mattered, man. How far is that from where you grew up?
Fayetteville. I grew up in Hope Mills and in Fayetteville. So they're like, the cities they connect to each other. It's like small. Hope Mills is like super small. And then Fayetteville is like our greater city.
Is there any basketball courts in that area? That was like the only
Hope Mills? No, it was at our local park, Hope Mills Park, like our outdoor park. So that's our Hope Mills Park court. That's like our official park.
That's dope.
Oh, yo, I keep the mustache natural.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
you don't touch it at all?
Nah.
Okay, you got one that's like hanging all the way down. You want me to
I
clip
let
that?
them all hang.
Really?
I let it all hang. Yeah.
All right, how about this beard right
Yeah,
here?
I cut all this, but I let the mustache just hang.
I'm just saying, there's one.
I let it hang. My girl be on me about that, but I let it all hang.
Yo, bro, I'm like the whole time you're talking, I'm like, I can't wait to get to that stage.
No,
I clean that up.
I let everything hang.
All right, what's your purpose behind that?
This is what I do.
This is very natural mustache. You're wild.
What I do.
I bet. Good to know.
If I changed, I would look different.
You think so?
Yeah, I can't. It's what I do.
Good though, Vic. You know that.
No. I gotta. That's what I do.
Nah, that's fine. Okay, good to know. All right, guys. Anyone that cuts Vic's hair moving forward?
No, yeah, no mustache.
Don't clip that one mustache. You know what? Now I remember that from a while back. I remember two things last time I cut you up, and I know you don't remember that. Now that brings a memory, and then you were so big about your colleague. Go.
Yeah, I got a terrible hairline, bro.
Yeah, you were like, all right, make sure you go get it, because I think I had given you.
Hold on, bro. Because people online swear I'm bald. I'm not bald at all.
No,
not even close. Not even close.
I seen a story yesterday. So he had a 10 a.m. appointment today. And I seen a story yesterday. He was in the elevator. You were getting some grub. And I zoomed in on your pic. And I'm like, oh, my man just got a fade. I'm like, he probably don't even need a haircut anymore.
I cut myself last week.
But no, it looked like he had a haircut. Then he came in today. And I know Vic, it was already flowing on the side. I'm like, oh, yeah, damn. I think your hair's just so blonde.
My hair it's fine. So it's
fine?
Yeah, it's fine. You can't really, in the light, you know what I'm saying, it looks different. But hell nah. To everybody out there online, I'm not bald.
All right, another thing that I got to ask you, bro, because, again, I'm getting to know a lot more of you on the personal level. What is this whole military thing that people be clowning you for on IG? Because I always see it. People tagging you. The Army needs you. This. What is all that? You got to Chicago. You posted Chicago. What's up?
I was with the bros.
Break that
Bro,
down.
last summer, bro, it's so dumb. Last summer, I just went to the gun range.
Did it have anything to do with you jumping off that?
No,
Okay,
bro,
because
no.
I remember that.
Bro, last summer I just went to the gun range outside, and I'm from the South. You know what I'm saying? We and my dad was in the Army. My brother's in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, we like to go outside, with our guns, go to the range. And I posted a video, and I ain't missed a shot. I'm a good shot, and
You used to always say that too.
bro,
Basketball.
I'm a good shot. I'm not that good at basketball. You go to the range, we'll get tactical with it. But bro, I just posted a video, and I guess the draft was popping at the time, not the NBA draft, but the military draft. So when I posted that video, everybody was like, "Yo, you better delete this, bro, because they gonna get you." And I think I just screenshotted one DM, and that just started it. So everything I do in my life now is dedicated to the military. So like, if I eat, it's my last meal before deployment. If I work out, then the SEALs are watching. Anything I do now is dedicated to the military. I've like totally destroyed my DMs. Anything I do. So obviously I love it because my dad did 28 years in the Army and my brother's currently active. So maybe people don't even know I got a real military connection. I grew up an Army brat. But I love.
Those were one of the things you would talk about, how your pops was in the military.
I love the Army and the military and anybody got service. But I'm not actually in the Army or going to the Army. I rock with the Army, but in spirit, I'm one of the guys.
Yo,
That's how I started. Just one story.
And then from there, people just kept
Yeah,
going,
they
right?
just cooked me. But I love my community, bro. They're so funny. So now people come see me outside, they meet me, and they're like, "Yo, when are you gonna get deployed?"
Yo, nah. I've always wanted to ask you that.
That's
I
hilarious.
mean, obviously, when I see you at shows, it's not one of the top questions I got for you. Like, what's this military shit? But now hearing it all makes sense now.
Yeah, it's all destined, right?
And I think one of the coolest things is that a lot of people on social media get offended quick, right? So they would have took that and been probably more aggressive with it, going against it, where you kind of just take that and run with it. And now
You ain't gonna make it if you take yourself too serious, man.
I knew your pops was from a military background, so I'm thinking maybe that was the case, but
Nah, bro, I went to the gun range, had a good day.
so is that one of your favorite things to do, bro, is to kind of go to the gun range and just shoot
I don't
around?
really go too much often now. What's my favorite thing to do right now? Bro, I still play Call of Duty. I play the game a lot.
No way. How do you have time for that, bro?
Bro, you just gotta do
Now,
it.
are you as busy as you would say? Because here's the thing, right? Someone like you, bro, you're interviewing Barack Obama, Tom Brady. There's been times you hit me up and you're like, yo, bro, casual as hell. Los, I need a 5-minute video on how to cut Tom Brady's hair with scissors.
Yeah.
To me, from the outside looking in, working with the NFL, all the things you've done, I kind of see myself with how busy I am and all the traveling, so I figured it's kind of the same thing for you. So a lot of people ask me, do I play games? I'm like, man, I wish. I just don't have the time to play games. How does that work for you, bro? How do you even have time for that? Or do you have people that you delegate all your work with? They handle.
I got an incredible team. Obviously, I'm extremely busy. Like, out of my mind busy a lot of days. But, bro, if you don't know how to balance things, you don't know how to take some time off for yourself, I saw what that'll do to you. I saw what not taking breaks will do to you. I saw what overworking will do to you. I got the short end of that stick before in my life. So the game, bro, you just got to do it. It feels good to be with my brother online with my friends and just go talk shit online and go do whatever I want to do on the game.
Just be human.
Yeah, but you gotta have a balance, bro. And that is just one of my favorite things to do. And if you don't have these things for yourself, you'll get consumed by your work. And bro, life is gonna suck if you just do that. Man, you gotta just enjoy life along the way. You can't take the shit too serious, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna consume you.
Are you up to date with the Call of Duty games? All the ones?
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Modern Warfare or the?
I mean, whatever's going on.
Okay. Yeah, there's times, bro, when I'm playing and I know I got that kill shot, and somehow they turn around and get me, and people be like, "It's because he's playing on PC." I'm like, what does that even mean? But,
Oh, bro, Call of Duty is one of those games, but if you don't play consistent, you're gonna get smoked.
now, do you think that kind of helps you with life in general, with being
Bro,
quicker?
doing anything, not like Call of Duty helps me be better, but like I'm telling you, doing anything that you love that ain't got nothing related to what you do is always gonna help you in your job or in your life or in your career. Me playing Call of Duty do help me in my life because it gives me a break, a mental break. I don't gotta worry or think about nothing else. And then you come back and you feel ready, right? But if you force it, this life is all about energy management. It's not about time management. It's about energy management. That's something I always talk about. You try to manage your time and you'll force things that you don't have energy for when you do need it, right? Like last night, I was working on my questions for my interview tomorrow or today. And I just realized my body was tired. And I was like, yo, this is a creative process that takes a sharp mind. Now I can sit here and try to force it, right? Because I think I don't got time for it. And it's just all about making the most time. But my energy just off for this. So I'm not gonna force a super creative process or project when I'm physically exhausted. Maybe I'm physically exhausted, I can go push myself to go to the gym when I ain't gotta think. But when it comes to a creative, like a problem solving type of thing, I wanna do that when I feel alert and ready.
Wow.
So like me, I know I don't take a call before 10 a.m. Like in my schedule, my assistant, no calls, no meetings get scheduled before 10 a.m. because I know myself and I know my energy. I wake up at 8, I wanna have coffee and breakfast, 2 cups of coffee, breakfast with my girl, walk the dog before I start my day. And if I don't do that, I'm putting myself I don't have the energy for a call yet.
Yeah.
So I know that I take calls from, 10 to 2. And then I know by 2 o'clock, I'm amped up, I'm ready to go. And I know by 4, 5, I love to go out and shoot every afternoon. I know, my gym fits around like noon. So like, I know my schedule, I know my energy though. But I wouldn't want to go and take a meeting at 7 p.m. I just know I'm ready to go move on with the rest of my day. My energy isn't there. So you got to know when your energy is right for something. And you don't want to force the wrong task at the wrong time.
And it's funny you say that, dude, because same thing last night. I got home late. I worked out. I did what I had to do. And I still had to edit 3 photos that I needed to get done by Monday. And I really wanted to. It was 11 p.m. by this time. And I was like, man, you know what? I know for a fact that if I go and edit these photos, it's going to be more of me just getting it done rather than me trying to be creative.
Right, but if you wake up in the morning
and get it done,
fresh, you're like, all right, my mind is clear, I'm not foggy, I woke up.
Yeah, you saying that just confirms it. And it's dope because these are things that I know, right? But you saying it kind of gives it more direction for people that are lost and can't see that.
Energy management, bro, is huge.
That's big, dude. All right, so I want to end this with 2 things. I'm going to end it with a question, but one thing I wanted to say, bro, before I get you completely out is I'm proud of you, bro. I know you're younger than me, and a lot of the times when we first met, you were always giving me that, hey, bro, I look up to you, Los, and all that, but I think now, today, bro, I can return that and give you your flowers, bro. Everything you've been able to do, how you've been able to blow up, and I know a lot of people see you as this major celebrity, bro, but I've always looked at you as Vic Blends as a person from day one because I got to know you before the fame, and I get to know you now, and you just got better as a person to me. And that is something that I'm always grateful to have. I still have all those cameras, all those pictures, the videos, all that. And I just want to let you know, bro, that me personally, bro, GOAT to GOAT, I am proud of you, bro.
Bro,
like,
that means so much to hear that from one of my favorite barbers. Of course, because, bro, coming up, bro, I still to this day, I look up to you when you're working.
Thank you, bro.
Damn, dog, that means a lot.
Whenever you're ready for that one-on-one to
I do. I'm coming.
And then second, if you can say one thing that the world does not know about you, like share one thing that you think that the people will love to hear that they don't know about you or that I don't know about you, what would it be?
One thing I think you love to hear.
It could be a hobby. It could be something you like doing, your favorite food.
Something they don't know.
A struggle. Yeah, something that the world does not know that you've done or do or like.
Dang, that's a tough one. I'm gonna give you an answer though.
Yeah, no, we
Let me think.
got time.
I'm obsessed with interior design.
Ooh, what?
And furniture, yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with like furniture.
So like
a lot of mid-century modern furniture, and I love interior design and lighting. So in my house, I'm extremely picky with things that I'll put in the house, and I don't like to put anything in the house I don't love because I live there. So I'm obsessed with like pieces of furniture that are ergonomically designed for life, and that's like the coolest thing about mid-century modern furniture is that they were designed for like life and ergonomics. And in barbering, there's a lot of ergonomics, right? It's the barber chair. There's a reason it spins, it reclines, the headrest comes up.
Yeah.
That's why our clippers are designed to fit in our hand comfortably with grips and angles.
Ooh.
And I think design in life for things to work for you and work easier for you is so interesting to me. So I take that into my home. Maybe people don't know I'm obsessed with furniture. And I love furniture and design.
All right, so you walking into HQ for the first time. How do we do? Because I'm the complete opposite. I don't have.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. This isn't like, it's a functional shop. Everything got a different function, but I'm building my barbershop now, and I cannot wait to do my interior.
Where's that gonna be at?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, nice. You still in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in the A. Yeah, I've been here for 7 years now.
Nice.
But yeah, furniture. We could talk about furniture all day.
Like this, you probably went to Mr. Official School and probably had a ball over there.
Yeah, it was cool. He got a different style. He like real vintage, antique. I'm mid-century.
Okay, mid-century.
Like Scandinavian, mid-century, stuff like that. A lot of mid-century though. I love looking at historic homes because I got a friend named Jay Novak. He owned this company called Modernica, where he's like one of my homies. He's like, I don't know. I don't want to put an age on Jay, but I think he's in his like 80s or like upper 70s. Yeah, he's an older dude. 80s might be crazy. I don't want, but Jay's old. He's an older dude. I don't want to say like he's crazy old, but he's been around, and he's my favorite furniture company, Modernica. But he started making mid-century furniture in like the 70s, and his store is incredible. We became really good friends somehow because I walked in the store and he was there, and we just clicked. And I've got a lot of his pieces in my home, and they're just designed so simple, but it's so intentional. So I like things like that. It's not got to be complex and crazy, but it's just angles and material got to be strong. And he got his rule called, he says 100 years. He said, if I can't make a piece of furniture that still is relevant 100 years later, then I didn't do a good job. So if he didn't make a chair that would still be fire 100 years later, like it don't expire, and it don't feel timeless, then he didn't make a good piece of furniture.
Damn.
So I think about that with things I do. It's like, this interview I give people, if you can't watch this interview with Brady or Obama or whoever, and 100 years later, if you can't watch this interview and learn something, then I gave you some bullshit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's dope. Hold on one second. I gotta get the mirror. I had our peoples at level 3 bless you with a full kit, man. A full duffel bag of product that you could just hand out to your people that you're walking around.
That's love.
And yeah, do whatever you want with it, bro. It's all you, of course, man. It's
Thank
the least
you,
we
bro.
could have done, man.
Yeah, shout out to A-Rod and the guys, man.
Yeah, they were all excited to know that you were coming through, bro. And bro, let me know what you think.
Fine. You know what's so go to the barber when you cut your own hair? Do you cut your own hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you finally get to go.
Yeah, when I get the opportunity to go to somebody that I know that's gonna get me right, it's the best feeling in the world because I didn't have to do it.
Yeah, this is crazy. I wish I could get a cut like this in Atlanta, bro.
Man, like that, for real?
Yeah.
Anytime you're in Chicago, you already know, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Love you
Good
too,
shit,
dog.
bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Hey, for this, I appreciate you, man.
Ah, dude, I'm proud.
This means the world.
Thanks for the cut.
Of course,
We're
bro.
gonna have a good weekend too.